The battlefield never sleeps, and today it revealed itself piece by piece. Across multiple directions of the front, hidden positions were exposed, supply lines were cut, and command posts fell silent, each strike the result of eyes in the sky that never blinked. Something in the sky over Kharkiv didn't sit right. A drone moving through the area caught the attention of a Russian spotting team, its behavior immediately raising suspicion that it belonged to enemy forces. The suspicion proved correct. The drone was tracked until it landed at a building, revealing a position that had remained hidden until that moment. Coordinates locked, Russian forces moved fast to strike the site. The first shot landed just short, striking the ground directly in front of the structure. A rapid correction followed, and the second shot found its mark. The building came down in an explosion that put an end to the enemy's drone control point in the area. A short distance away, attention shifted to a wooded belt, long suspected of hiding enemy activity. There, a drone launched by enemy forces was spotted, carrying something beneath it whose exact nature couldn't be confirmed. Moments after it lifted off, its operators vanished from view, likely retreating into an underground bunker. Whatever the drone's purpose, its mere presence was reason enough for concern. It could just as easily be feeding intelligence back to the enemy as guiding a strike toward Russian positions. The team held its watch, and once the position gave itself away, 2 bombs came down, closing out the threat hidden beneath the tree line. Behind the operation stood the Vaka battalion of the Akhmat Special Forces, working alongside the 245th Motor Rifle Regiment, with the Russians' aerospace forces providing air support. Further south in the Dobropillya direction, ground combat flared as a T-72B3M tank crew from the 506th Poznan Motor Rifle Regiment, part of the 27th Guards Motor Rifle Division, under the center grouping, spotted a concentration of enemy troops gathering in the open. Working from a favorable position, the crew moved fast, giving the enemy no chance to disperse or fall back to safer ground. The tank's main gun fired with precision, striking the assembly point and breaking up the force stationed there. Gunner operator Andrei Dolgyarov offered a first-hand account of how the engagement played out, from spotting the target to the shot that decided the outcome in a matter of seconds.
Чтобы что-то слаженный экипаж закрытой огневой позиции, уже все отработано, все там неплохо получалось. В помощь у нас с закрытой огневой позиции есть специальное приложение, мы ими пользуемся, чтобы считывать координаты, чтобы работать проще было, чтобы не высчитывать в уме, по-быстренькому координаты ввел, все, готово. Потом ждем команды от командира и все, работаем.
Not every fight happens on open ground. Russian reconnaissance had been watching the area closely when an enemy drone led the team straight to its command post, tucked once again inside a civilian building. That alone gave away the general area, but the exact launch site stayed hidden until 3 enemy operators stepped outside together to swap the battery on an R-18 drone. That single move was their undoing. fully exposing the position they had worked to keep concealed. Once the coordinates were confirmed, the response came in layers. Molniya 2 strike drones delivered the opening blow. FPV drones finished the job by collapsing the underground shelter and burning out the command post. And, almost as an afterthought, the R-18 that had given everything away was taken out last. Further west, in Zaporizhzhia, the fight looked different again, this one over supply lines rather than territory. Logistics are the lifeblood of any military operation, and here, that lifeline kept getting severed, in the air and on the ground alike. The enemy alternated between heavy Baba Yaga hexacopters and ground robots, betting that switching methods would be enough to move cargo unseen. It wasn't. Every attempt was tracked from above, and every confirmed target met the same fate at the hands of strike drone operators. Under the Vostok grouping's watch, no supply route made it through. In the end, the pattern repeats itself across every front. Nothing stays hidden for long. A single movement, a single signal, a single mistake, and the position is gone. Today's operations are a reminder that in this war, survival depends less on cover and more on never being seen at all. As always, thank you for being here. We hope today's report brought you a little closer to understanding what is really unfolding on the ground. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next report.